Great. So please, I want from you all guys to raise your hands so that before we start, Hadi and Muhammad just raising a live hand. Thank you. So, where is Kareem? Where is KFC, by the way? I can't see Kareem. Oh, Faisal. Great. So,
Mr. should I open the camera, sir?
yes, you will open the camera. Just to see you, and then we will turn it off and start. Okay. So, I will start, guys. You can switch off the camera, but when I ask for it directly, you will open it. And in the assignment, you are obliged to open the camera, so you cannot cheat like Hadi. He is using his cell phone. Okay, so thank you.
Mr.
What, Hadi?
I'm putting an alarm, Mr. Oli.
Okay, no problem. Abdurrahman, nice to see you. Thank you, guys. I will start now. I will share my screen. Okay, great, guys. Okay, so guys, we will start with a new lesson about the picturing motion. You know about the picturing motion. You know what is emotion, guys? Before we start, you know what is emotion?
Of course.
Okay, so how can I say that I am in motion, guys, or I am at rest? Who can tell me? Hadi?
Mr. Can you repeat the answer, the question?
Yes, I can repeat. Guys, when can I say that I am in motion, and when can I say that I am at rest and not moving and not changing my position? Guys, at the same time, every one of us may be in motion and at rest at the same time. Can you suppose this? How can I be at rest and in motion at the same time? Can anyone give me an example of this? And he will take directly +1.
Driving
I
a
can.
car.
What?
Driving a car.
Okay, Muhammad, driving a car. Okay, while driving a car, I am in motion or at rest?
Both.
Mr. At rest.
While I'm driving a car, one tell me that in motion, and the okay, who tell me that I'm in motion? Muhammad Wa'il. Okay, great, Muhammad. I am in motion because I am changing my position from, for example, from Jeddah to Riyadh. So this is what will tell me that I am in motion because I am changing my position. But Muhammad Ali tell me that maybe both. Maybe I am at rest. Oh, so there is a contradiction here. I am at rest or in motion because I am inside the car. I am just driving, but I am not changing my position with respect, for example, to the car. So this is the main point, guys, to know with respect to whom I am referring my motion. So I am in motion with respect to this, but I am at rest with respect to this. So this is the point, guys, to know the reference that is so important, guys, to know the reference of I am in motion with respect to whom. I will ask every time, I will ask myself, guys, with respect to whom. When I ask you, is you in motion or at rest, directly you will ask me a question with respect to whom? With respect to a tree, with respect to Hadi, with respect to me, with respect to the ground, with respect to a building, with respect to everything. Okay, so when I want to ask if I am in motion or not, the main point, guys, to know if I am in motion is choosing the reference, the frame of reference, and we will see, guys, what is the frame of reference. Okay,
I have an example.
Okay, go for it, Hadi.
Mister, we have, let's say someone is running
Yes.
and also someone is swimming or a fish is swimming
Yes.
and a ball being thrown into the air.
Okay. So, these are examples of moving
Motion.
objects, you mean?
Yes, motion of object.
Excellent, excellent. But just we will say that they are in motion or not according to a reference, okay? Because if we say just they are in motion and we stop it, that's not our case. We will mention the direction. We will mention that they are in motion with relative to, or with respect to another object, guys. Okay. Great, guys, great. So, first of all, position and motion or picturing motion. First, our objectives are define reference point and reference direction. So we must define, before defining, seeing whether we are in motion or not, we must define the reference point. So I am referring to what? I'm referring to which point? Okay, if for example this is my reference, so all the moving object here, guys, are in motion because guys, the distance, when the distance changes between point and its reference, so this, now we can say that we are in motion. So no, first of all, define the reference point. What is the reference point? What is the reference direction? And no, the motion is relative. All motion is relative. And distinguish, guys, between displacement of an object and from the distance covered. You must make a difference between the displacement and the distance. We cannot say that the distance from here to here, the displacement all of time, and we will see why we cannot see that the displacement is the same as the distance. The distance here, for example, from point A to point B is 1 meter, for example, but we cannot say all time that the displacement from A to B is 1 meter, and we will see why later on. Okay, so these are the objectives of our lesson today. First of all, how can I describe the motion, guys? Using a reference point to describe position. First of all, I want to know my position. Position with respect to whom? Okay, how would you describe where you are right now? For example, you might say you are sitting in class, for example, 50 centimeters right of your classmate. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 factors, guys. 50 centimeters. 50 is a factor, centimeters is a factor, to the right is a factor, and of your classroom is a factor also. So what shall we have here, guys? The 50 centimeters is what? Is the distance between me and my classmate. Okay? Guys, can you hear me well?
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Yes.
Mr.
Okay,
Ashraf.
great. So the distance, first of all, between me and my classmate is 50. The unit is, you must always put the unit, guys. The unit is centimeters. To the right is what, guys? To the right is the direction or the position of, if I am going to the right, this is for with respect to the classmates here. This is the right and this is the left. So here, guys, for example, I'm locating my position. Suppose this is me and I'm locating my position. So it's here 50 centimeters. This is the 50 centimeters. Okay, to the right of your classmate. So my classmate is what, guys? We call the classmate the reference. Okay. So 50 centimeters is the magnitude of or the distance. Centimeters is the unit. To the right is the direction, and classmate is the reference. Okay, and we will see in details now.
Mister,
What?
can you go to the bathroom?
Okay, but please hurry up because
Okay.
we are going to. I'm going to give you an important ideas.
Can
Okay.
I go drink water, please?
What?
Can I go drink water?
Hadi, please.
Water,
I
mister?
can't hear you, Hadi. Well,
May I go drink water?
Okay, but please keep your water behind you, so that keep all your materials behind you. Okay? But you cannot keep the bathroom behind you, but keep all your materials behind you. Okay? Great, guys. So now I will continue here. Perhaps you would say that you are in school 2 kilometers southeast of your neighborhood you live in. So this is your school, this is your home, this is the road between your school and your home. It's 2 kilometers away. So what is 2 guys kilometers? Is the distance from my home to my school. Southeast is the direction of uh, is the direction that I will take in order. This is southeast. Suppose we are having here the coordinate system, guys. We all know what is south, what is east. This is the north. This is the south. This is the east. And this is the west. So suppose my home is here, so my school will be southeast. So my school will be here with 2 kilometers, for example. Okay, 2 kilometers away. So this is how can I have my position of my school with respect to my home. So 2 kilometers is the distance. Southeast is the direction. So this is the direction, and neighborhood is the reference, guys. Okay. So now another example here, guys. You may also say that you are on planet Earth 150 million kilometers away from the sun. So 150 million kilometers is the magnitude or the distance between us and the sun, and away from the sun is the reference, guys. Okay. You know how can I put my references? For example, the sun here is the reference. Here, what is the reference, guys? The neighborhood is the reference. So my neighborhood is the reference. Here, what is the reference, guys? With respect to me, my classmate is the reference. So setting the reference is the most important thing in defining emotion. You get it, guys?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so here another example. If I want to locate Alice, for example, or Alice, so Alice is 1 meter left of John. So where is Alice, guys? This is Alice and this is John. So this is the left, okay, and this is, where is the reference, guys? Who is the reference?
John, Mr.
Excellent. So John is the reference. So 1 meter left. So Alice, the distance between Alice and John is 1 meter. Okay. This is the left side of the picture or of the figure. So John is away from Alice by 1 meter, but Alice is 1 meter left to John. Okay. This is how can I have the distance that is 1 meter, the direction that is to the left, and the reference point that is our main point here, guys. To know where is Alice, I want to mention the reference. Okay. So another example, guys. This is Alice and this is Petra. This is Petra here, guys. So now my reference is Petra. Okay. So what is the distance between Petra and Alice?
2 meters, Mr. To the
2
right.
meters. Excellent. To which direction also, guys, here?
Left.
To the left. That's it. Okay.
I have
Another.
question.
Yes, go for it.
Mr. From Petra to Alice 2 meters.
Yes.
It's given, or we should know it?
Yes, I can. Yes, it's given. Yes, it's given. Okay, it's given here. Here another example. 1 meter right of Daniel. This is Daniel. This is my reference. Okay. So where is the position of Alice? This is Alice.
1 meter to the right.
1 meter to the right.
Daniel.
Excellent. So the reference here is Daniel. Okay. And what, guys? 1 meter to the right. Okay.
Okay.
Great. The description of Alice's position may change upon changing the reference point. So when I change the reference point, guys, as I told you later, that when I change the reference, the position of the moving object will change. Okay, so Alice is 2 meters away from Petra, but is 1 meter away from Daniel. And it is to the right with respect to Daniel, but to the left with respect to Petra. You get it? So when I change the reference, everything will change. Okay, but in fact, guys, in fact, Alice's actual position does not change. Alice starts from the first picture to the second picture, guys. Alice remains in the same position. But while I'm changing the reference, the position of Alice is changing, and that's it. Okay?
Okay.
Now just I am talking about position, and it's not our case to know the position, always knowing just the position, but we will start in what, guys? We will start in motion. So what shall we do before starting with motion? Just if I want to know the reference direction. So if I'm talking about the reference direction, just I'm saying going on the positive or negative direction. When you describe an object's position, you compare its location to a reference direction by simply saying east or west. I draw for you the east and west coordinate system. Okay, so by saying east or west or north or south, that's it. Sometimes the words positive and negative, you may say positive to the positive side, to the negative side, are used to describe direction. The reference direction is the positive plus direction, while the opposite direction is minus negative direction. Okay, this is if I want to say, for example, Hadi is here and he want to go from this point to this point. If this is the positive direction, so I say that Hadi is going, for example, 5 kilometers in the positive direction. So I put plus 5 kilometers. Okay, if Hadi is going, if for example Muhammad is going from this point to this point, this is point A and this is point B. If Muhammad is going from this point to this point, then it is minus 5 kilometers because he is going in the negative direction, guys. Okay, you get it? How can I make a reference direction and not a reference point?
Mister, can you explain again?
Yes, I can. If this is my positive reference, guys, this is the way of positive. Okay, suppose we are going on a street that it is have two directions, those who go on the positive direction and those who go on the negative direction. Okay, suppose this. So I tell you that this is the positive direction and I tell you that this is the negative direction. So if you are driving a car and you go with your car from the point here A, suppose point A to point B here, so you are going with which direction, guys? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
That's it. If this is my car and I am going from the point C.
Mister, you are lagging.
Yes, Mister.
Hello, Mr. Ashraf. Mr.
He left the class.
ايوه he left, maybe his internet shut down, something like this.
Good morning, students. Hello, good morning.
Good morning يا مستر.
Good morning,
Good
mister.
morning, Mister.
How are you?
Good morning.
Fine.
Good morning, Doctor.
So, where is the teacher?
Mr.
Mister,
I
I
I
just
think his
left.
internet.
I think
His internet might have died. Yes.
He did. Only one, Riyadh, please. Only one, Riyadh.
Mr. We think the Mister's internet died. We don't know. He just left the meeting.
Okay. What do you have right now?
Physics.
Mister?
Mr. Ashraf.
Mr. Ashraf. Oh. Okay. Type, stay as you are. I'm trying to solve this problem. Okay?
okay يا مستر. Okay.
Okay, Mister.
Thank you. Mute all.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Mr. Ashraf, yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, Mr. Ashraf.
Okay, thank you, guys. I will continue. You can see my screen?
No.
No, mister.
Yes,
No.
no.
Now we can see it.
Okay, great. So I will continue now. So you the one that asked me about the direction. Do you know what is the reference direction now, guys? Okay, great. So this is how can I say what is the reference direction. Here, for example, I will give you an example. Pascal here, guys. This is Pascal is plus 1 meter away from Henry. So this is Henry. This is Pascal. So my reference is Pascal. My reference is Henry, and Pascal is plus 1 meter away from Henry. Okay. While if I want, so what is the direction, guys? Is the positive that shows me the direction.
Right.
1 meter is the distance, and the reference point is Henry. What?
Mister,
You have
I
any
didn't
question?
understand the reference direction.
Okay, I will repeat it. No problem. Okay, see here. When I say that the reference direction, it means that you are okay about the point direction point or the reference point, guys. When I choose a point as a reference, for example, when I choose Henry as a reference,
Yes.
so I say that Pascal is 1 meter away from Henry, and that's it. But now I am choosing a direction. So what is the direction, guys? The direction is to the positive side or to the negative side. So if Henry is away, if Pascal is away from Henry to the positive side, so I will put here plus 1 meters. Okay? If, for example, Laura is away from Henry in the negative side, so I say here, guys, Laura is minus 1 meter away from Henry. Why? Because Laura is away from Henry in the negative side. You get it? What is the positive or the negative side? And for you, I want to just know that if I am moving in the positive direction, so I put that the value of my displacement, for example, is plus 1 meters. If I am moving in the negative direction, so I put my displacement is minus 1 meter, and that's it, guys. Okay, just I will give you the direction, the positive direction and the negative direction, and almost you will see the, sorry, you will see the coordinate system, guys. You know what is the coordinate system? Of course,
yes,
you know what is the coordinate system, guys.
yes, yes.
So if I have, for example, this is the coordinate system, you will always see this is the positive, and this is for upward, this is the positive. With respect to y, this is the negative, and this is the negative. So if I am going to the right here, guys, so I'm going in the positive direction. If I'm going to the left, I'm going in the negative direction. If I'm going upward, I'm going in the positive direction. If I'm going downward, I'm going in the negative direction. You get it?
Yes, sister.
Okay, next here you will see if I am going, for example, with a vector, but I am going upward to the right. So what shall I do if I'm going upward to the right? What shall I do if I'm going upward to the left? So in x-axis I am going here, for example, positive, and y-axis I am going positive. Here in x-axis I am going negative, and y-axis I am going positive. So later on you will see this, guys. Okay? Now here another example, guys. Laura with respect to Henry. So Laura is minus 2 meters. See here, guys, this is the distance from Laura to Henry. But who is the reference, guys? Henry is the reference. So if I want to say that Laura is away from Henry by 2 meters, my reference is Henry. So this is the zero reference of me. I am going to the left, guys, away to the left. So in the negative direction, okay? So I put after I put 2, I put minus 2 meters away from Henry, and not plus 2 meters. So minus is for the direction, 2 meters is for the distance, and Henry is the reference point. Okay, you got it, guys?
Yes, sister.
Okay, great. So okay, anyone have any question, guys, before I continue?
Oh no, Mr. Thank you.
So this is our lesson, picturing motion. How do you know something is moving? How can I know that this is a moving object? By observing it, what, guys? By observing it, when it changes its
Direction
position.
or position.
Excellent. Even changing its direction or changing its position. So when it moves from one place to another, so this point, for example, moves from point A, for example, to point B, this is changing the position. Suppose I am observing this point moving. So this is point A, it will be here at point B. Suppose we have, for example, a ball. This ball moves from this point to this point. Then this ball is moving. We can say that this ball is moving. This ball is changing its position. So, okay, how can I draw the motion diagram, for example? It's so easy, guys. If I want to draw a motion diagram, suppose I am here, guys. This is point A. Then another time will be here. Another time will be here. Another time will be here. So every for example time, every interval of time, I will take a photo of this figure. So point A was here, and another time it will be here. For the next time it will be here. So this is the figure, or this is the figure of how can I represent a moving object. Here, if I join all these points, guys, it will form a rectilinear motion, because it will form a straight line. But maybe the motion will be as a curve, for example. So what shall it be? For example, here, curvilinear motion. Okay, and we will next time we will talk about every kind of or type of motion. Okay, it will be circular motion, guys. When it starts and return to the same point, it will be circular motion. Okay, there are many types of motions, guys. Okay, now Okay. When an object is in motion, its position changes. Please take notes because you may use them in the assessment. So when an object is in motion, its position will change. So this is what we say by with the position, guys, of any object. So if this is point A, when it moves, so that its position, its location will change. Okay, this is the first idea of a moving object. Its position can change in many ways. So as I give you an example, these examples, guys, here, the position of this point will change in many ways. Here, for example, the position of A changes in with a way of rectilinear motion because they changes with a straight line. So here, if I give you the example, first of all, first example is straight line. So this is the straight line that forms by the movement of A. Okay, this is the first type. The second type is the circle. Okay, this is the circle, guys. Now, if I want to see that this, for example, this moving object was here and then it reaches here, then here. Okay, these are the set of locations of a moving object. Okay, so point A starts from here and make a circular rotation and returns to the initial point. So now we can say that this motion is a circular motion, this motion is a rectilinear motion, and we will see next time all types of motion, guys. Okay, okay, great. What is the back and fro vibration, guys? Back and fro vibration is when we go and return to the same position. You all know the instrument that cuts the trees. Okay, it was like this. Okay, and we use it by if we have, for example, here a piece of a tree, we just moving it forward and backward in the same position. This is what we call by back and fro. And when we want to say back and fro vibrations, is any vibration will form a back and fro vibrations. Okay, now what a description of motion relates to place and time. So great, guys, every motion is related to place and time. We can say that this motion, for example, is this motion here, guys, that this point A starts from here, reach here, and ends with this point. So every time interval, guys, every time interval. So we, for example, we go from Jeddah to Riyadh, for example. It took us, for example, 2 hours. So the time taken from Jeddah, the time taken for me to reach Jeddah from Riyadh is 2 hours. So I am relating time to motion. So point A, guys, will be here after, for example, 2 seconds. So this is the time of interval. 2 seconds is a time. Okay, another time is from A, for example, this is A1, let's say, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4. So from A1 to A2, it's 2 seconds. From A2 to A3, it's also 2 seconds. Okay, these are the time interval. We call them the time interval between the 2 consecutive points, and so on. We may make another examples. Okay, all is clear, guys, till now?
Yes, mister.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay, great. So motion diagram and particle models is a series of images showing the position of a moving object at equal interval. Time interval is called a motion diagram. This is the motion diagram that I show here for you. This is a motion diagram, or this is a motion diagram. Okay, just drawing or locating the set of positions of a point and forming either a circle or a curve or a straight line. Okay, so in a particle model, the object or objects of interest are replaced with single points. So if I am, guys, if I am drawing, for example, if I'm studying the motion of a car, shall I draw, for example, the car itself, or can I every time I will put the car and its wheels and I didn't know, and another time I will put the car here? It's hard for me. So what shall I do, guys, if I want to study the motion of this car? For example, I can replace this car by just clicking by 1 point. So this car replaced by 1 point. This car is replaced by 1 point. Another car here will be replaced by 1 point. You get it, guys? Just replacing each car by a point, and later on I can, as here drawing the car, I can draw a line inside these points. You get it? This what we call, what, guys, what we call this? We call it practical model. Okay, this is a practical model. The objects or object of interest are replaced with single point. Okay, great, guys. This is what I want from you. Now I want to from you, if anyone have any question, please let me know. I will stop sharing. I will answer all your questions if you have, and if you didn't have any question, go for the assignment and have a nice day. You have any question, guys?
I don't have any question. Do I leave?
No, you cannot leave. You will go for the assignment.
Mister, did you publish the assignment or not yet?
Yes, yes. Now it will take 1 minute for you to see the assignment. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Guys, you can now see the assignment. Please do not solve anyway. Okay, think well. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, guys? Take your time. You have 5 or 6 minutes. Take your time